Hi everybody, welcome to our official strategy guide for Fieldrunners 2 courtesy of gamerguides.com. My name is Andrew Mills, author of the strategy guide, and today we're going to take you through the level Home on Derange on heroic difficulty for 3 stars. Now, I've actually got a bit of a soft spot for this map. I do quite like this map. It's one of the bigger maps in the game. There's no sort of gimmicks in it or anything like that. It is literally you trying to create the craziest, most useful maze you can with the towers that you've got. Now, what you will find when we're playing this map, we don't actually use for 3 stars. You don't need to use very much of the map to get the result that you need. We're going to do this without any leaks, and you can do this without any items whatsoever as well. Now, for people who are watching and they're using the iPhone or using the iPod versions, you won't have access just yet to the machine gun towers. They will appear, I've been assured, from version 1.5 whenever that goes live. But at the minute, until that does happen, you will need to use the Gatling gun towers instead. For everybody else, the machine gun towers are very worth the money. They slow down the runners as they're getting hit, and the cost to damage ratio is much better than the Gatling towers. So what we started to do is we've made sure that the first couple of towers that are closest to the entrance, they're maxed out to level 3, and then we start building up the ways, doing a U-bend and coming all the way back down in a straight line. Now, we've got enough money, so we go on a laser tower here. While the laser tower isn't very strong, certainly in the grand scheme of things, it actually does generate some decent combos. What you'll notice in our selection of towers is that we've got a basic gun, we've got a slow tower. In this essence, we are using the polymorph. There are some stubborn runners in this map, so using like an ice tower or oil isn't going to be anywhere near as effective as the polymorph. So if you are able to unlock it either for free with iOS or with a smaller number of coins on Steam or Android version, then we strongly recommend that you take that and use that. We do also use a few other just simple, basic, no fancy towers. We've got the Hive tower, we've got the laser tower, we've got the flamethrower tower, and we've got the Tesla tower for the aircraft. Now, as you see, we've got some hazmat runners here, but the good thing is we have some very runner agnostic towers. The only one particular tower that we've got that may in some other maps be immune is the flamethrower, but we don't have any Toastmasters on this particular map, so I know with confidence that all the damage done by that flamethrower tower is going to be full whack with every runner or unit that it hits. So we've swapped in the Toastmaster there. We've got our slow tower above that. That slow tower, the polymorph in this particular instance, will make it even easier for my flamethrower tower to do the damage that it needs to do to the runners as they're coming up. They're getting slowed down, and the laser tower is catching them even more as the slow tower is slowing them down. As you can tell, we've not even done much of a maze at the minute, but we're ready on round 23. We're doing some serious damage, and we're racking up some serious points, and we've even got an airstrike ready to rock and roll when we need it as well. Now, we put a Tesla behind the laser tower and below the flamethrower because this is the perfect place where the airplanes will zip across and you're going to do your maximum damage. So you're going to want your Teslas, and there will be more of them that you'll put down on this kind of horizontal axis of the map. Keep them in line, because that means even if a plane gets past the first one, it's still going to get past the second, and if it gets past the second, eventually it will have to get past the third. At the minute, while the plane and the health is quite low, the one Tesla tower is going to do just fine just now. Bearing in mind you've got the laser, the flamethrower, and the Tesla, and even if they make it a bit further, you've got a powered up turret behind it. And if you notice, right behind the Tesla and the flamethrower, we've deliberately upgraded the machine gun towers behind it, the two of them, to level 3. They just provide a little bit of extra backing should they make it past the tower. Those things at the minute will finish them off. Now, our focus there was making sure that the laser the flamethrower, the slow tower and the Tesla tower were all at level 3. They're going to deal the biggest damage straight off the bat to the units that are coming out the door. We've built up enough money. Put the Tesla tower down, that's the second one we've got down, and that will start to pick off some of the stronger, you know, planes that come through, and they will also take out any runners that go past their way. What you'll find is the Tesla towers are by far the best ones to use on aerial units. Stuff like gas and plague and stuff don't really work so well on the aerial field runners. Certainly nowhere near in comparison to the Tesla. So if you know there's a map that's got quite a few aircraft in it, Teslas are by far and away your best bet for that particular job. Okay, we've now upgraded both Tesla towers to level 3. We've got another slow tower beside the Tesla tower, and that's another key thing as well to remember. It's always worthwhile having a slow tower beside a good, strong, solid tower, because that way, in this instance, if the helicopters decide that they want to try and fly past, or the planes want to fly past, they've got to make it past 2 sets of slow towers and 2 Tesla towers at the same time. And the extra second slow tower will give your second Tesla tower enough time to finish any aircraft that happen to make it a bit further to the right of the map. Now we put our second laser tower at the bottom of the map, and it'll pick it up on the straight line. Because the good thing is the power is constant from the first square in front of the laser tower to the last square at the top of the map. The damage dealt to all field runners is exactly the same. It doesn't drop off or tail off or anything like that. So once any field runners start to get a little bit too close to the bottom of the map for comfort, that will fire the beam straight up the top of that path. Okay, here's a third Tesla tower down. Wait for the cash for the upgrade, and we'll make sure that we can upgrade it again to level 3. That's when the Tesla towers do their best damage by quite a long shot. But certainly at the minute, any helicopters or planes flying by, they ain't gonna stand a chance. Certainly not at the minute. Not with 3 Tesla towers and 2 slow towers taking them down. Okay, so that is all 3 Tesla towers at the minute, fully upgraded to full whack. Okay, there goes another flamethrower tower, adding it into the mix. So the entrance of the map has got pretty solid defences there. It's got 2 Teslas, 2 flamethrowers, a laser, and a slow tower as well. So our next focus is going to be on upgrading that flamethrower to level 3 as quickly as we can, because it will pick off people at the entrance, as you can see, and it will off any aircraft that fly by. Okay, getting a little bit close for comfort there. So what we did was we made sure that we added an extra couple of towers at the bottom, and we started our new sort of tower line heading vertically up to the top. There we go. We've used the airstrike that we had. Didn't make a massive difference if you used it there or not. We just wanted to speed things up a little bit. We've put the flamethrower at the very top of the U-bend to maximise the damage that it can do as the runners slow down on the curve. Okay, we've upgraded the bottom tower now to bottom laser tower to level 3. And we're quite comfortable. No one's getting too close to the bottom of the map just yet. So our central towers are doing a sterling job in keeping those Fieldrunners at bay. To be fair, this is pretty much the one thing is this particular setup isn't going to be great for endless mode, just because the health on endless mode is cranked up ridiculous levels pretty rapidly, and there's not enough sort of U-bends in this particular map to really slow them down enough to make it a viable strategy choice for endless mode. You can do reasonably well with this on endless mode, but it is not the preferred maze structure for that particular mode. But as far as getting 3 stars goes on heroic, it will do the job, as you can see, quite admirably. We're to level 60 already, and no real stress situations just yet. Okay, we replaced the last vertical left turret with a hive tower there. Not much point leaving in a machine gun tower there. That one's got moved by something a bit more stronger, a bit more potent. And the hive tower does, as we said before, pretty good damage across the board. So the real remaining strategy is going to be just reinforce some of the second row of towers to better ones when somebody comes in. And that is generally going to be it. There's nothing extraordinary that we're going to do here that'll change between round 65 and round 70. It's just basically a case of using the cash to upgrade each of the towers to maximise the damage output that you are doing. We hope that you found this particular guide to be of help when going through your 3 stars on Heroic. Don't forget, the rest of the strategy guides and the strategies for Fieldrunners 2 can be found on the official guide exclusively on gamerguides.com. Now, we have used an item there, just as little side notes. That wasn't essential, we could have done it without it. But like we say in all our videos, at the minute our key focus is making sure that nobody leaks. And we have, we've paid for those coins, paid for those items with the coins that we've earned through playing the game. So, we like to have a little bit of fun with them now and again and to make our lives just that little bit easier. And that's what the strategy guide is all about. Making your life easier and going for those 3 stars. So again, as I said, we hope you've enjoyed the strategy, we hope you find it to be helpful, and we look forward to seeing you on gamerguides.com in the near future. Thanks very much.